episode of the Michael and Trevor Show. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Michael. And today we are doing a review of Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
This movie came out last week. Trevor got a chance to see it on opening night. I was away, but I just got a chance to see it this weekend. So we're ready to do a review. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so this movie is rated PG-13. It stars David Harbour as Red Guardian, Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes is in it. That is Sebastian Stan. Julia Louis-Dreyfus plays out. Let's see if I can get this right. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Louis Pullman plays Bob, who, spoiler alert, is the Void or Century, the Void, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters from previous Marvel movies. Ghost, Taskmaster's in it. Red Guardian, Bucky, Yelena, bunch of people.
Yeah, awesome cast.
Great cast.
So yeah,
it's very entertaining cast.
Yeah, a lot of talk about this. Obviously, there's 4 to 5 really important characters we just mentioned there. As everyone knows who's watched this, it's the new Avengers now, so...
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess the marketing team's already done that for Marvel.
I'm assuming anyone who watches this has social media. It's kind of impossible to miss that at this point. And we're over a week into the release of the movie.
Yes.
Which, talk about that a little bit. Do you have the stats on how this movie's doing?
Let's check the box office here. So, in the second week, it made $33.1 million domestically over the weekend. The global total is 272.2 million globally.
Really?
I believe the budget was $180, so they've broke even on the movie already.
Wow. Yeah, and it looks like here it's saying Brave New World was 141 million domestic.
Yeah.
So it's already on pace to beat that one out.
Which is surprising because you think a Captain America movie would do better than Marvel's Suicide Squad, quote unquote, even though they're completely different movies. But
hey, we kind of did have Captain America in this movie, though.
Not
really.
We got U.S. Agent Captain America, fake Captain America.
Yeah, but a lot to uncover with this movie. We'll get into our ratings a little bit later. We both enjoyed this movie, though, I will say. Do you want to just give a little synopsis of the movie? I think we have it here.
So, after finding themselves estranged in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes must go on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their past. That's actually a pretty good synopsis without spoiling anything in the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of cool how it starts off, obviously you have Florence Pugh's character.
And this is all spoilers. We assume you've watched the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about this without spoiling much. I mean, there's a lot that happens.
Yes, and like we all know, I'm a pretty large Marvel fan. I didn't really go much into spoilers with this movie because I wanted to enjoy the movie as I watched it. There were some parts I knew that was going to happen, but it did surprise me. It was a pretty good movie. Let's see what we...
Yeah, I like how the movie kind of... I don't remember if it started like this. No, I guess it didn't start like this, but when they got all the Thunderbolts kind of in the one room and they're all trying to kill each other.
Yes.
That's actually a really funny scene, and then they finally realized that Valentina kind of hired them all to get rid of each other. And then
they were all evidence.
Yeah, because they were all evidence. So it was kind of cool to see them, they're all kind of angry people, and then they're all just working together. And then you just have Bob, who's just sitting there. And that's the one thing I kind of kept me really interested, was figuring out what Bob was going to be. I'm not as big on Marvel as you. Did we know that Bob was supposed to be... turn into that? Did you know going into that?
I did. They kind of alluded to it in the trailers.
Oh, that's true. They did.
But you didn't know that Bob was going to be the Century and just dusting people. Not dusting people, but...
He is literally...
voiding them to the Shadow Realm or whatever they called it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't need to do too much just talking about what happens in the movie. I feel like we've done that in other ones, but let's just more talk about our thoughts of the movie, things we liked, didn't like.
Yeah, so I really like the setup, and the opening scene was very cool with Florence Pugh jumping off of the Bali, or what is it?
Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, I think.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
Is that the one in Dubai or whatever?
It is. So she actually jumped. I don't know if you guys know this. I saw a little interview. She actually physically jumped off that.
She did herself.
She did it herself.
I thought they didn't want actors to do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I know Tom Cruise has done it before, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So Florence Pugh and Tom Cruise have something in common of jumping off the Burj Khalifa, which is wild to me. But their opening scene was very cool. The scene where it sets up the team, and you kind of start realizing, oh, I like Dayfont, or whatever her name is. Valentina. She is a little bit more mischievous than we originally thought. I knew she had some shady stuff going on, but not that shady. I really liked the Century parts of the movie, The Void.
Yeah, The Void was cool. We'll get into that. I've seen mixed things about that part, like really the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yes. It gets artsy the last 30 minutes. Kind of, I could see where, how it marketed as A24.
Yes. And two, with this movie, it got very good reception right away to it, and I thought it was a good movie, but there definitely are some things about it I didn't like, and I mean, I'm just comparing to Captain America Brave New World, which is really the last big Marvel movie that came out. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed that movie, and that one was not received well. We both enjoyed that movie.
Yes.
And that wasn't received as well. But, I mean, this had, some good comedy to it. Again, there's some parts of it, like Red Guardian we were talking about. I don't know. I like him, but I don't know. There's just something about it that's, a little too much sometimes. What do you think?
I think it's a little too much.
Yeah, the comedy, comedy versus seriousness. And then they're all just, being turned into the darkness, which is, it's actually kind of scary.
I remember, so in that theater, I went with my girlfriend to see it Thursday night, I guess. Whenever that little kid got vanished, everyone was like, oh my God. I was like, dude, this is kind of cool. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it kind of put some stakes into the movie, and then just 2 minutes later to find out that
it kind of gave
you're not really dead.
Kind of gave Infinity War vibes when people started to disappear. You kind of knew they weren't gone forever. I had a feeling these people weren't just disappearing forever. They were going into the void. And then, what happens after as they get through that. I don't know if we want to jump.
Let's talk about it. Talk about it.
Let's get into the void, because I mean that's really what the movie is. It's a build up. There definitely are some slower parts, I think, in the second part of the movie.
Yes.
Kind of as they're escaping, once they've actually escaped the where even was it that
they were at the bunker.
Yeah.
And then because that was the bunker that was supposed to blow up, they escaped that.
Yeah. And for me, I don't know, I really get into characters, and Bob's character, I really liked him, and I was actually really excited because he was the only one who didn't have a power when they were trying to escape, and he wasn't very useful. And then when you found out his power was Sentry, I'm like, wow, he's going to be unstoppable and it's going to be for the good. And then he just kind of turns evil, and I'm like, damn, I wanted Bob to be good, which he ends up being okay, but got a little nervous there for a little bit during the movie.
And they I'm interested to see what they do with his character, because he's so OP.
So OP, which is one of the things, I don't know how you feel about this, but I kind of don't like that they make a character like that. I mean, the way he's being displayed, it's he can't be stopped. He literally got 1 million bullets shot at him. I mean, what can you do? He can just snap and turn you into darkness.
Yeah. That's the tough part with Marvel characters and superhero characters in general. Some of them are very OP, and then you have a guy who can just dust somebody away like that. Then you have Hawkeye, who just can shoot arrows.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough, and that's kind of what they do with Captain Marvel, because she's so OP. I know people hate Captain Marvel. I like Captain Marvel personally, but that's why she only shows up for certain events.
Right.
Now,
she would destroy
she would just destroy everyone.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see what they're going to do with this character, because everyone knows that the Thunderbolts are the new Avengers, and they will be in the Avengers Doomsday that's coming out here.
Right. And maybe this is something you know more about. I don't. So towards the end of the movie, or at the end of the movie, we basically see Bob Sentry doesn't have his powers anymore, but he did say something like if he gets his powers back, like the other guy's still there. So is he gonna get his powers back?
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Especially, well, it's gonna be Doctor Doom that we know is gonna be the big bad.
That's true.
There's obviously gonna be henchmen, and that's
That's the thing. I thought they were honestly. I didn't think they were gonna like defeat him or whatever in this movie. I thought it was gonna set up for him to be like the big bad guy in the new movie. But I guess I just am not into all this, so I don't really know how it's all supposed to go.
Well, I feel like that's kind of nice because I know kind of what's going to happen in the next movie somewhat. But as an outsider looking in, it's kind of keeping you on your toes.
Yeah, I'm definitely an outsider.
And I knew that Sentry was going to end up not being bad at the end of the movie.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But, like, that was cool for you. Like, oh, what's going to happen?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
And that's the cool part about these Marvel movies, in my opinion.
So it was cool. Like, the whole Void sequence, it was kind of like dipping into their past. Like, you saw, oh my god, it's escaping me, Florence Pugh's character. Yelena. Like, some of her past there. There are some, like, holes, though, in it. I'm a little bit confused. It's like, so he turns you into darkness. So he's not killing you. So is he that powerful? I don't know. So he's sending you to the void. And then Yelena somehow gets into Bob's like box in the void. And then all the other Thunderbolts just show up.
Sure.
It's like,
yes.
Or did they not go through their own like past memories? Like how did they all end up there?
And especially with a lot of those characters have a messed up past.
Yeah.
Like Bucky Barnes just killed Iron Man's father.
Which it didn't dive into the other ones.
No.
I wonder if, honestly, it got to the point, this movie, I think, was a runtime of like 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you think they filmed like sequences like that maybe or it just wasn't that important?
I don't know. And this was definitely a movie focused on Florence Pugh's character.
It was. It started, the first scene was her.
So, I understand them not going, but it would be cool to see if they put any special features out on the 4K disc of, the other parts of that. But I do want to throw something in there. Have you ever watched Friday the 13th?
What,
like
the original?
Or Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
So, Sentry's kind of like Freddy Krueger, just showing up in people's dreams.
I thought, no, Freddy Krueger's Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's what I meant, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Friday the 13th, that's Jason.
Oh, Friday, sorry. Jason, yes. It's just Jason chopping people's heads off. But oh my gosh. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I kind of got those vibes somewhat because he shows up in people's dreams and kills them there, and Sentry was in other people's dreams. Like, exactly. Sentry would get close to somebody and you could see the flashbacks.
It's kind of funny because that reminded me a little bit of, what's her name from Deadpool Wolverine when she, like, puts her finger in you. And, and she was also in the void, which is kind of interesting. Like, it was kind of a similar thing there.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't send people to the void. She was just in the void. But that was like a similar thing that I was thinking of with that. But yeah, so I mean,
let's get down. Let's talk about our final thoughts with the movie, our reviews. Why don't you?
Yeah, final thoughts. Again, this was a good movie. I mean, it was really hyped up. So I didn't want to get my expectations too high, but it absolutely delivered. When I feel like Marvel movies, I mean, you might disagree, you've enjoyed some, but I feel like Marvel has definitely, I don't know, come out with some stinkers in the past. I mean, I did like Brave New World, but I think they did deliver with this one and Thunderbolts. So I'm excited for where this goes and really excited for the Avengers movie next year.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very excited they did a great setup in this movie. I thought it was a pretty entertaining. It was an entertaining movie. Is it to the level of entertainment? I don't know if it's a rewatchable movie for me.
Right.
It's a very good movie, but it's not a super entertaining. It's not an action-filled movie.
Yeah, like I'm not super excited to watch this again. I mean, again, you can't compare necessarily to like Endgame or like Infinity, but you just think of those fight sequences.
Correct.
For like this is kind of like a Marvel movie. I mean, you have multiple superheroes in it. It's not just focused on one person only the whole time. But it just doesn't have those sequences like you get in movies like Civil War Endgame, Infinity War.
That's the tough part because it's not trying to be that.
It's not.
But with it being a Marvel movie, we expect large action set pieces.
Yeah, it's just different.
I thought it was a very good movie overall. The quality of the movie was fantastic. Yep. Directing was great.
This director's
first time
doing a Marvel movie.
Or doing, I think, no.
They've probably been involved in a Marvel movie, but this is his first time directing a Marvel movie, I believe.
Yes. Let's. Oh, he's done a few other. Oh yeah, he did Beef. He directed Beef, the TV series.
Oh yeah,
that's cool. Okay.
I remember when that came out.
Let's also talk about real quick the post-credit scene. The mid-credit scenes, whatever. Post-credit scene is it basically just setting up
Fantastic Four
and Doomsday.
Oh well,
we don't know who's on the ship. We know it says Fantastic Four, and we're not going to get into Trevor's conspiracy theories about Marvel.
And we don't know when that takes place technically. Like, if it was after the Fantastic Four movie, or if it happens like before that. Like that time period.
Yeah.
You know, because that movie's coming out next 2 months.
2 months. January or not January? June or July?
Oh, okay. So yeah.
2 months. I think it's July.
That's the next one we have to look forward to.
Absolutely.
So I gave this a 4 out of 5. I mean, that's up there. It's not like the top. It's definitely not top like 5 Marvel movies. It might crack, honestly, though. Even though it sounds like I didn't like it that much, I did really like it. It might be a top 10, top 15 Marvel movie for me.
Absolutely. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 or a 9 out of 10. Yeah. Overall, the movie was fantastic. It's a very good movie. If this wasn't even a Marvel movie, let's just say this was a normal whatever movie, I think it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
With absolutely. It being a Marvel movie, I know we're always expecting a little bit more of the action-filled, Marvel-ness that they have. But I think they did a very, very great job. Directing, acting was very well.
Yeah.
They did a great job acting. So, 9 out of 10, 4.5 out of 5. I will probably rewatch this again. And I think after we see Secret War and Doomsday, this movie's going to be a little bit more, have some more stakes to it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, that's it. That's the review. Mm-hmm. Look forward to it. And let's see here. We do have a special episode.
We do a special episode
coming up soon. Stay tuned. I don't think we should say what it is, but you'll see it when you see it posted. Hopefully sometime this week. But yeah, I think that's it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for watching and listening to us on Instagram or YouTube and Spotify. I'm Trevor.
Yeah, I'm Michael.
And have a great one.
All right. See ya.